Hey everyone, yesterday I asked you in my story on Instagram if you want me to do a Nauli Kriya tutorial, so here it is. So, what is Nauli good for? Or why do we want to practice it? That's often a question, or people just wonder, like, why do you want to do this kind of weird moves with your belly? And I take it as everything in yoga. So, if it is breath work, pranayama, or asana, so the poses, the physical part exercises. It's all about focus, it's all about really bringing yourself, sitting yourself down, and doing the work that helps you concentrate, that helps you to maybe slow down, to think more about what's happening internally than what's on the outside. And some people will say that Nauli is great for massaging the inner organs, um, detoxifying your body, which is, you can imagine that. Maybe the power of the mind works in this case. But physically, it's just really be aware of the some muscles, and it's partly breath work because it's done in when you breathe out, so you're holding your breath after you breathe breath breathe it after you exhaled everything. And it's very challenging also because we are not used to be holding our breath after the exhale, and I like how it challenges me in this case. Also, side note, before you start to try to do any kind of really pulling the belly in and massaging and washing machine, or really just holding your breath also sometimes, if you have problems in your belly, some intestinal problems, or if you're pregnant, it's not really recommended to do these kind of things. So let's start just with few simple breath holds in the exhale. You can find a seat with always with a straight spine. If you are not doing, if you're trying to breathe, if you're trying to find space in your chest, it's good to have a nice long supported spine, releasing everything that is not necessary. So your shoulders, your legs, and your face, and closing eyes. And then you take a big breath in through your nose. And you exhale through the nose. And you release your face again. And let's take one more. The more you inhale in through the nose, the more you oxygenate now your brain, the easier it will be to hold the exhale. Exhale. And just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale big. And exhale. I like to take at least 2 preparatory breaths to start, especially if I have to hold the exhale. And then let's explain the bandhas. So the first one, you will always start from the top. You try to bring the chin in towards your throat and really constrict your throat. You have to do it in this case. Although you are engaging through here and through the other bandhas, try to keep an ease and a relaxation in your face and in your body, because it should be something that is not easy, but you should look like it's easy. You should feel an easy feeling while doing all of these kind of things, all the breath work. So the first one is the chin in, really constricting the throat. So, and there is no possibility of air coming in into your lungs. The next one is the Uddiyana, which is expansion in your rib cage, and pull from your belly button in and up. You can also use your fingers and grab beneath your ribs and just try to press in towards your diaphragm. And this is a little massage I like to do sometimes, just to find a little bit more kind of pull in and expansion. And then the last one is just this kind of another pull from the bottom of your pelvic floor. So let's try to engage all three bandhas in and exhale. Close your eyes, inhale through your nose, exhale, inhale, and full exhale. And then hold your breath, bring the chin in, and then try to, as if you wanted to inhale, expanding the chest. And then release the belly, release the chin, inhale, and exhale. So always think 3 bandhas. The first one, chin, the second one, belly, and then the last one, the pull. The next part is to find engagement in your belly, although you are trying to release it. So what you can try is to lie down on the ground and find an engagement in the abs, the six-pack abs. It's working for me because I have a little bit of dysfunctional core. So if I do a sit-up, my side abs tend to relax, they don't work, and my middle abs, they really come out from the center. So even if you are not breathing, not doing anything, I like to try all these things without actually holding the breath, because that's the challenging part. So you can lie on your back, bending the knees, the feet are on the mat, and then observing your belly. You just do a little push up or sit up, or half sit up or crunch rather, and you try to really relax your belly. Then it might happen that the side of your belly are relaxed and the middle part comes up. If you don't have this kind of, if your belly still sticks to the bottom, try just pulling it out away from you, or imagine that you want to relax it at the same time that you sit. So first, try just to hold your breath lying on your back maybe, and engaging all the 3 bandhas. So big inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and then bring the chin in. So lifting your head, then the ribs expand, pulling the navel in, and then pull from the pelvic floor. Okay, release the belly out, release the chin, inhale, exhale. So if you want to add that little crunch here, you do everything like you did before. So you exhale everything from your chest, from your lungs. Bring the chin, Uddiyana and Mua Bandha. And you try to do that sit up or the crunch, and you try to release the front part as you did while you were breathing. So it's the same, just a little bit in the exhale. Training that exhale is very important. The next part is to engage the sides of your belly. And for that, I have a trick from Aubrey Mary. Actually, this one was also a trick from Aubrey Mary on Instagram, where you press with one palm into your thigh, and that helps you to engage the side. Again, you can try this without actually holding the breath. You can tuck your toes and then come onto your knees, or you can stand on your feet with your knees broad and the same kind of position. So one palm on one knee or on the top of the knee, the other on the other one. And then you lean a little bit more forward, even rounding your shoulders. And you pull the belly in and you try to press through one, palm down, and then through the other. Maybe you feel here a little bit of engagement on one side. So really pressing through the heel of the palm down through your shoulder and to the other one. And then you try this in your breath hold. Big inhale, exhale, bring the chin in, Uddiyana Bandha. So you try to, as if you wanted to inhale, and then you pull up from your pelvic floor. Okay, release the belly out, inhale, lift the chin. So you want to try pressing with one hand and then with the other. I will just show it how it looks. So try it at home, how it works. If you can engage one side and then the other. And then if you combine this with a little bit of movement in the pelvis, so you go and you press and also stick the pelvis or the hips to the right, and then you come to the center where you pull the belly out. Sometimes you don't even have to think about it too much, and this comes actually naturally. I was able to do the washing machine kind of movement with my pelvis moving in a little circle before I could engage just the middle part. So yeah, it depends on you. Sometimes you have no idea what's happening or how it works. You can use a mirror in front of you if you have hard time looking at your belly, but your eyesight really helps you to be able to recognize what's happening. And if you have hard time just to engage all the bandhas, especially the Uddiyana Bandha, pulling the belly in and expanding the ribs, one thing that can help is if you hold your nose and you train it with your nose, with your fingers on your nose. So this is one thing that you can use. I will just showcase how the whole machine looks like, and make sure that if it works for you, then that you try it also to the other side. So I have one side that is a little bit easier than the other one that is harder. It also depends on the day. Some days I'm better at it, sometimes I just can't release my belly somehow, and there is still a little bit of tension happening. And you could see that I was moving my hips a little bit to the sides. So I will try to do the harder side for me. Just try to notice my hips. And once you're better at this, you try to go faster. You try to practice it maybe more often so you can do it faster. It should feel pretty good, and yeah, if you focus better on what you are doing, if you're alone in the room, you might find yourself that it works a little bit easier. Okay, I hope you learned something today, or maybe you already knew all these things and it still doesn't work for you. I recommend just to try and use your eyes more and mirror, because if you don't see what's happening, it's very hard to know. Like, for example, right now, I don't know what was happening, how it looked, because I couldn't really properly see. But I use mirror, or I use my phone always in front of me, and then it's a little bit easier to see and be more aware of how it works and how to engage something or release something. And yeah, that's it. Write me in the comments if you have any more questions, or on Instagram or anywhere you can contact me. And I will see you in the next one.